parent name at the side. The parent name is dodecane. That's 12. The 12th member of the arcane, dodecane. So now we have this, and there is a substituent here. How do we name this compound? Do we just call it dodecane? No. There is a substituent. In the nomenclature, we should prove that there is a substituent in the compound. Whatever you mention in the compound, in terms of giving the structural formula, you find out that that particular compound, be it a substituent or a functional group, must exist in the structural formula. So how do we do this? This is a methyl, and it's the only substituent there. It's not part of the parent name. It's not part of the longest continuous carbon chain. Remember, your parent name comes after counting the longest continuous carbon chain. Then you give it the parent name. So this methyl is not among the parent name and is a substituent. So what do we do? So this is what Rule 2 says. Rule 2 says, in the case of a substituent, count from the part that gives the substituent the lowest value. Now let's check this. Let's assume we are counting from this part. You number your carbon atoms. That's one of the steps you need to take as a beginner. You number. So you take this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if we are to count from this part, you find out that the substituent will fall at carbon number 11. The substituent will fall at carbon number 11. But remember what the rule says. It says, in the case of a substituent, count from the part that gives the substituent the lowest value. So if we count from here, our substituent will be found at the 11th carbon atom. Now let's do the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now we've counted from this part. We found out that our substituent is located at carbon number 2. So now carbon number 11 and carbon number 2, which has the lowest value, is carbon number 2. So we'll number from the part that gives the substituent the lowest value. We number from the part that gives the substituent the lowest value. So we are going to count from this part, not this part. This part will make our substituent to be found at carbon number 11, while this part will make our substituent to be found at carbon number 2. So now that we found a substituent at carbon number 2, giving it the lowest value is just like giving a respect to your father before your elder brother. So that's what we did here. So regard your father first before your elder brother. So that's what we do here. So now we've gotten it, we'll have so we'll call and mention the number of the carbon atom the substituent is being found in. So we'll say 2-methyl. You put a hyphen here and you put a comma. 2-methyl dodecane. That's the name of this compound. 2-methyl dodecane. Dodecane is the 12th member of the arcane. So we've applied rule 1 and rule 2. Count the longest continuous carbon chain and call it the parent name. Then in the case of a substituent, count from the parts that give the substituent the lowest value. Now let's go to the other rules.